Let me tell you something. This is the one thing I do not like.
So if you want to sabotage a good relationship with her, comparison.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I know what I'm saying. I hate being compared to somebody else, let alone an ex. You crazy? What are you doing?
Welcome to Refuge and Fortress TV. My name is Emmanuel O.
And I'm Loni O.
And on today's segment of Lighted Living, we're going to be discussing a topic that is near and dear to my heart. And that is called You Played Yourself. The fastest ways to sabotage a good relationship. A good relationship.
One of the fastest ways.
Right.
Well, our opinion.
In our opinion, you know, there are
There's
multiple
so many ways.
No, yeah, we're just highlighting maybe 3 or 4 or 5.
It's so many ways.
Again, as always, let us know in the comment section what your thoughts are. What's your top 1 or 2 ways anybody can sabotage a good relationship with you, maybe? Amen. You know what I'm saying? But without wasting too much time, let's go into it. So why are we even talking about this in the first place, baby?
Well, because we live in a generation or in a time where
it's me, and I don't need you.
Yeah, things are just all over the place. Everybody's for themselves. Everybody is, I'm gonna do me. Everybody has the mentality.
I'm gonna do me mentality.
It's different, right? So in this today's generation, society, so to say, there's certain things that you should not, be caught doing when it comes to your relationship, because at the end of the day, the truth of the matter is everybody wants love. Who doesn't want love? But at the same time, you have to be careful with things that you do that could potentially sabotage a love interest.
It's not even that. It's also a love interest. What you talking about?
A relationship.
It's not just a relationship though. We're talking about a good relationship.
A good relationship.
You're already dating a guy or a girl that is just really good for you.
Yes.
They're the best version of themselves for you. You already got a good thing going.
But you got some habits.
You know what I'm saying? All you have to do is just keep it going. But there are ways that the demons still come out and try to so the fastest ways that we believe are, for us at least, right? And again, we want to keep this very conversational, and we want you guys to really put in there what are your fastest ways that you think to sabotage a good, not just a relationship, a good relationship. So number 1, comparing your significant other to your ex,
to an ex or anybody,
to somebody else. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. This is the one thing I do not like.
So if you want to sabotage a good relationship with her, comparison.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I know what I'm saying. I hate being compared to somebody else, let alone an ex. You crazy? What are you doing? Don't compare me to nobody. I can understand in situations people want to use people as an example of, look at this person, look at the way they do this. But you have to be careful because it's such a fine line, right? Because when you start to compare and contrast, it could go left, because that person is his own entity. Your significant other is his own entity. They're not the same person. What works for them might not work for this person. So comparing and contrasting to me is disrespectful. I think it's disrespectful. I think, listen, you know the kind of person I am. You know what I represent. Understand who I am and don't compare me to somebody else. You might feel like, okay, maybe that person has some traits or some characteristics that you like, but it's never okay. It's never okay, especially to an ex. What are you thinking?
So you're like, if you're gonna compare me to that person, you might as well just go be with them. That's how you feel? You want something they got. Clearly, you might as well call them up. Yeah. So don't compare it. Listen, you can't do that, because I think one of the ways people actually mess this up is they say, well, when I was dating this person, they used to take me out I'm just using taking out, right? I'm just using that as an example. They used to take me out. We used to go out every weekend.
When I listen to what you said, when I was dating this person, past tense, it's a relationship that ended for a reason.
And some people have a very bad habit of always bringing up the ex.
Always.
Oh, my ex, with me and my ex, we would go here, we would do this. Oh man, we were like this, and it's almost like in your mind you're still dating your ex.
It's like, why are you not with the person?
You know what I'm saying?
It was so great and rosy. Come on now.
Talk about.
That's lighted.
Hey. That's lighted.
No, but on a serious note though, like it's very.
But hold on. You mentioned something real quick. You said that you don't like when you said that you can understand if somebody was trying to point something out for you,
like a characteristic or a trait of somebody, of a
person, and stuff like that. First of all, for the ex, it's a no. But if it was somebody else that maybe you saw on Instagram or Facebook that you like or whatever the case may be, that they're doing, and you wanted to kind of point out something there and to share that information with your significant other,
right?
How do you say for a guy? How do I do that without you feeling disrespected?
I think it's the way you come to the person. You gotta come correct. You, especially number one, when you're in an argument and you're having you guys are in an argument or there's some kind of fight or whatever, don't ever do that. It's never a good time to bring that up in an argument. It just comes off disrespectful. Period.
Okay.
But if you're having a conversation and you see something that somebody does, you could bring it correct to the person, like, oh, babe, wow, I kind of like this girl's personality. She's this, she's that. I like the way she carries herself. Sometimes the way she dresses. Wow, you're gonna look good like that if you dress like that. Think, what I'm saying? Like, it's really the way you bring it to that person. There's nothing wrong with liking something somebody does or characteristics, and you love your girl and you wanna see her. Maybe maybe that person dresses well, and you wanna see your girl like, ooh, she's gonna kill it. So it's all about the way you present it. I don't have a problem when you present something like that to me. You letting me know what you like, not a problem. But when you bring it to me like, oh, I like what this person was doing for me, why are you not doing that for me? It's like, whoa, pause, time out. Why you not with the person? Right. You know what I'm saying?
So you definitely got to be careful on that.
It's the way you bring it, absolutely.
It's the presentation as well. All right, not a problem.
Now
we got it.
Number two.
Now the second way that we believe you can definitely sabotage a good relationship.
This is a good one.
Is by bringing in a third party into the relationship or a third opinion.
Explain that.
Okay. All right.
I could get a little messy over there.
All right. So here's what we mean. There's an issue going on in your relationship. Now, okay. So I wanna break this down and I wanna make it clear. Okay. Third party is. It's tricky for us, right? I say for us because, like you already know, this is Refuge and Fortress. It's a safe haven for believers and non-believers alike. We're almost like a life coach, right? We are life coaches. We have people who would come to us and ask our opinions and advise on what they should do in their relationship and stuff like that. In a situation like that, if you're like a pastor, a life coach, a therapist, a counselor, you know what I mean? In a situation like that, for them to come to you, they're seeking help. Exactly.
Their situation has gotten to that point where they need that third party.
Right.
It's not different. Just any third party. Right. They need that third party.
They're seeking help. So I just want to put that out there real quick and balance that, because don't say, well, Emmanuel and Loni from Refuge and Fortress said don't bring no third party into the relationship, but then the relationship is going down below and you're like,
you need counselor,
you know what I'm saying?
Therapist,
and you're like not seeking help because you know what I'm saying? No, that's not what we're talking about. We talking about
them nosy people.
Right.
That don't mind their business.
Right. We're talking about every single time something goes on with your situation, you're calling up your friend, you're calling up your boy or your girl, and you're like, I can't believe she said this. I can't believe she said that. What you think? What should I do? Should I smack her? Should I smack him? Or should I? What you think? And then the third part is telling you what they think and what works in their relationship.
What they would do.
And you try to apply that into your relationship, and it's like, whoa, it don't work over here, Joe.
Yeah.
You gotta calm down. Yeah. So it's like you really have to understand, like, yo, in my relationship, bringing a third party into the equation is not necessarily the best thing. Yes. What else about that?
Think about it this way. There's been so many times that I've seen in different situations where I'll speak from a female's perspective, where she's had issues, or females had issues with her boyfriend or her a significant other or husband, and the first thing she did was call up her girl. We've seen it in movies, we've seen it happen to people. Call up her girl and tells her girl everything that's going on. Mm-hmm. And her girl, trying to help, tells her, oh, do this, do that. And it ends up coming back, right? Two ways. It either sabotages the relationship, where it comes to a point where she does it, and truthfully, that doesn't work for their relationship. Or her and her significant other fixes the situation, mm-hmm. but then you have the one friend who's the personal counselor and already feels some type of way about the significant other. So now when you guys have mended things, now where does that leave the friend? Mm-hmm. Then you have situations where the friends have problem with the significant other, and it becomes a disrespectful and a toxic situationship.
Right.
So entanglement. So you gotta be careful.
And again, we just want to point it out that seeking help is different from taking your problems to somebody else.
Meaning, like,
like for example, your friends. If you talk to a life coach, a pastor, a counselor, a therapist, or whatever the case may be, they're not in your business. They don't. You don't talk to them every day. Whatever, like she mentioned, right? So you went to talk to your homegirl, and then you guys squashed the beef. Y'all are good now, but your homegirl is still
feels some type of way.
You know what I'm saying?
The counselor, that's what the counselor wants.
Right, counselor may not even see you.
That's the goal.
For another year or so, or ever. Right. You know what I'm saying? So they don't have any bias, feelings or whatever towards you and your situation. So again, we just want to keep pointing that out there. Like,
there's
it's
a
not,
difference.
Because we're in a black community and we have this bad habit of thinking we don't need help. Or even in the African community as well,
keep it all to yourself.
They all right. So we just want to keep.
There's a difference.
There's a difference. There's
situations where you seek a certain kind of help.
But what we are saying is this, though: bringing a third party into the relationship, like taking their opinion over your significant other's opinion, is bad. Like, you have a homegirl who says this is what we should do, and your significant other is saying, nah, this is how we're gonna do it. And then you're like, well, my homegirl said this is what we should do. Yeah. And I think we should do what my homegirl said. And it's like, well, if that's the case, you should go and be with your homegirl. And we can just have this conversation right here. So it's like...
So there's different ways you could put a third party in your business. Mm-hmm. So we're just talking about the parts that it's not beneficial for one's relationship.
Just talking about ways you can sabotage a good relationship, you know what I'm saying? And the third way that we believe you can sabotage a good relationship is what I call public disrespect. My goodness.
So what is the difference between public disrespect and private disrespect?
Because, you know what I'm saying? Listen, in private, I could be like...
Public disrespect, no, private is like, okay.
Private disrespect, I could check you real quick and be like, yeah, don't never do that. That's not good.
Right.
But you know what? It doesn't hurt my ego. But you do it outside, in front of people.
It's like, who are you talking to, girl?
I've seen some girl like dump water on her man.
To, man.
Some girl will slap their husband or their boyfriend. Some dudes would just. I saw a guy one time ruthless. Mm-hmm. He was trying to talk to his girl, and I guess the girl was, they were having a disagreement, and this man walked up to her, strangled her, and said, "Who do you think you're talking to?" And the guy just ran up to her and said, hey, I will smack you, I would do this, blah, blah, blah.
Or just kind of grab her.
Grabbing her
or
and
just call her like out of
calling
her
her names and stuff like that. And it's
at no point.
Not only that, her mom was there too. Her mom was there and he didn't care. It's like, bro, what are you doing?
At no point is disrespect ever okay.
Nah.
At home, in private, in public.
Yeah.
But that in public one hits different.
That's what I'm saying. If you want to sabotage a good relationship.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you say you respect me, right? Cool. We get into an argument, we're in our own space, you come out your face. Cool. Like, yo, don't come out your face with me ever again. Kind of situation, But then you go out there, for you to go out there in front of people and comfortably disrespect your significant other, the respect, you don't have any respect for that person to be able to be comfortable to do that. So it's okay. It's disrespect at no point is ever okay. In person, in private, in public, whatever the case may be, disrespect is never okay.
It's a no-no.
It's a no-no. But
they could definitely sabotage a good relationship.
For one to disrespect somebody in public, there's no respect there at all. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because it's one thing for you to, we in private maybe get into an argument or you come out your face and it's like, all right, cool, listen, don't let's not do that. But in public, in front of people, it's almost like you have none. No respect whatsoever for your significant other to be able to be comfortable to do that in front of people. It's like you took what you do at home, you brought it out to even make things worse, so to say. So you gotta, you trying to sabotage a relationship? You trying to sabotage, just talk sideways. Some people could be okay with it, but
we think those are the top 3 ways you could definitely sabotage a good relationship. Number 1, public disrespect. Number 2, comparing your significant other to somebody else or your ex even, especially your ex, and then
inviting third parties like friends,
right, and family even sometimes, right?
Absolutely.
People that are just nosy and really want to be in your business, and then taking their opinion above your significant other's opinion. Or feelings, that'd definitely sabotage a good relationship. You can make anybody walk away from a good relationship. Absolutely. And that's our top 3 ways that we believe you can sabotage a good relationship. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what are other ways that you think you can definitely mess up a good thing.
Absolutely.
Especially when you're dating somebody that is a good person, a good girl, a good guy. You know what I'm saying?
Like, share, comments. And thank you.
Thank you. You know what to do. You know what to do. And until next time, be the light.
Be the salt.
And remember, all things are possible if you believe. Ciao.